Dennis Bermudez.
Yo, what up, Buzz?
How are you today, Dennis?
It's pretty tired. Got home from work, and then I was like, dude, let's just not go to jiu-jitsu and take a 35-minute nap.
35-minute nap?
Yep, did that. Ate broccoli soup. Took a shower. Now I'm here.
Now you're here.
Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
I like that about you.
I mean, come on.
What were we talking about today? I feel like we talked about a lot of MMA stuff.
So, Dustin, I don't know. Connor, like, I don't know why, but he's like, I'm not donating any money, you fucking ripped hillbilly.
What do you say? You ripped hillbilly?
The thing that Connor to Dustin.
Yeah, the thing that you sent me that was alarming was you said the fight's off. Which had me like, what the fuck? What do you mean the fight's off?
And then Dustin replied with a picture of him knocked out via Dustin's hands.
No, a picture of, I've never seen that. Like that little zoom in, that clip, that little GIF that he posted, that's new. I didn't see the GIF, I just saw like a picture. You did? Oh, okay. No. So the referee was in the way, the camera didn't have the best angle. Right before that picture, that meme of Conor McGregor sleeping. Yeah. Dustin rattled across his chin and Conor went flat, and then Dustin hit him when Conor was out. Dustin hit him clean again, and Conor was just like, all right, I'm still out. And then that picture got taken of that meme that went around.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So, listen, I feel like Conor's a man of his word. I think this is a really bad look for him.
He said that he wanted to know where it was going. He said every time he donates money, he knows where it's going. Why does that make him the bad guy?
Okay. No, it doesn't.
Yeah. And then,
so I saw a meme.
In Dustin's defense, he said that he did reach back out and it didn't get anything back from Conor McGregor's people.
I feel like Dustin definitely, doesn't everybody know what Dustin's charity is?
What is it? Say it right now. Yeah, what the fuck do you mean?
Everybody knows he has a charity.
Everyone knows he does have a charity, yes.
I just don't give a shit about what it is. I don't really care.
Oh, that was correct. Why do you say that?
Oh, that made me look bad, right? No, there's a lot of charities. I don't know. Just
what does he do? What does his charity do?
It's for like kids, like MMA, right?
What do you mean, like kids like MMA?
It's building a gym for kids to do MMA in.
I thought he was building houses or some shit.
Yeah. You think Volk knows?
You could see. You could ask him.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Hello.
What's going on, mate?
What's happening?
Hey, could we get your camera horizontal?
Okay, yeah. We can do that. Just want to make sure there's battery. Let's see. Does this work? It's not going to work.
Is your phone locked?
No, it's not. It's just I've got the charger in there. I'm going to have to take it out. Hopefully that doesn't... we don't lose charge halfway through. Is that how you wanted it?
Well, yes. We wanted it like horizontal.
It wasn't like that at the start?
Well, it was. There we go.
I was going to say, I did that. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'll go get my earpiece.
Right. Oh, look at that. It's a Vegas view.
Okay, he's doing it right.
Is that a Vegas view?
Yeah, he's there for the Ultimate Fighter now.
Oh, that's right.
Living his best life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, should we call you Coach?
Yeah, man. Coach says, let's do it.
Coach
what
Volk?
the fuck have I done?
Oh, we lost him there. There we go. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, sorry. No, my bad.
All right, mate.
All good? You got me?
So before you hopped on, we were kind of talking Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier. Like, why doesn't Conor pay the charity?
All right, yeah, you've been into that, huh?
Well, have you seen this? You've seen this, Volk,
Yeah,
right?
man, what's with all that? I have seen this, and they're getting stuck into it, eh? I wonder what's happening there.
Well, he said $500,000, right?
Yeah, well, that's I remember when they were at the press conference and they were talking about it and all that type of stuff. I do remember that. And then he, Poirier just put him on show with it, but damn.
Because $500,000, I think he got paid like $1 million to fight, $1,070,000 or something like that.
Who's this? Dustin Poirier?
Was that Dustin or was that?
Or are you saying Conor? Conor got way more than that.
Conor would have got more than that, huh?
Yeah, Conor got a lot more than that. I would imagine Conor got at least $20 million.
From the UFC?
Yeah. What did he make? What does Conor get guaranteed? Conor makes a lot of guaranteed money.
I don't know. Because the most I've ever seen a UFC fighter get paid was like UFC document on the internet was like $5 million, I think. You know,
I don't know.
those purses?
Yeah, obviously that's. I don't think that's always the case. You know what I mean? What we see.
Yeah, I know the man's getting seriously paid, but the visual of what the UFC shows on their website, you know what I mean, of the payouts, I don't think it's 20 million, Stan.
I think.
You're right. I don't think it would show that.
What does it say?
Like I said, I know the dude's getting paid. I mean, a piece of me, right? Like, I don't know, you knocked me out and like, maybe.
I'm trying to find like a number on it.
Double or nothing for your charity?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Yeah, well, it's a tricky one. You don't know the full story. I seen that Conor's like, he just wanted to see the full plan or whatnot, but obviously that's a touchy one. You know what I mean? It's like,
because it's the right thing to do, you know. It's like for kids or. Hang on, do you know what Dustin's charity is? Me and Stan were just talking about it. I'm not really sure what it is.
I think they do a few different things from what I've seen. I'm not too sure. I don't know too much about it, but I think they do a couple of things. I know they did do something for kids. I think they
bingo, Stan, you son of a bitch.
What is he doing? Building gyms? A few
different things. Yeah, they did. They're doing they'll do things like that. Like they might do from what I've seen, they might do like a gym, maybe a youth center or something. I think he's going to do his own gym, help with kids and all that type of stuff. I'm not sure. I don't know too much, but just from what I've seen, that's what I gathered.
Okay. So on to Alex Volkanovski. I don't know if this is like what do people from Australia drink Fosters?
Foster. Mate, it's been around here. Old Fosters. I'll tell you what, I've never really drunk a Foster though. How's that? I don't think I have.
Yeah, they're not terrible.
Back in the day, Foster was where it was at, I'm pretty sure. But
is that like the college beer for Australians?
Nah, man. To be honest, I think it's just well marketed maybe around the world because I've actually had a few people say that to me about Fosters. I drank the fucking thing, so I couldn't tell you anything about it. But yeah, maybe it's just marketed very well internationally.
It's an Australian beer, though, correct?
No, I think it's an American Australian beer. Let's see where it's made.
Oh man, well, like I said, you guys probably know more about it than me. I know my VB and all that type of stuff back in Australia. Victoria Bitter,
right? Weddings and shit like that, right?
Oh yeah, I drink here and there. You know, obviously, here and there. Now I'm recovered from what happened. I had a few the other night, but yeah, that was yeah.
So, bro, I saw something.
We call him.
I saw something the other day. You used to be like 240 or some shit like that, 260?
214 pounds. So 97 kilograms, yeah, about 214 pounds.
And then what made you decide to like just change your life around to be a 145 pounder?
Man, I just slowly went down. I ended up playing here my last year of football, rugby league. I ended up, I was like, I'm going to lose a little bit of weight. Started losing weight. And then I thought, I'm going to have a couple of fights because I was training for a little bit and then I wanted to fight. So while I was playing football, concreting, and I was fighting, I was doing all three. So I was bringing the weight down. This was at middleweight. Like I said, like I've been saying, my first fights are at middleweight. So I was fighting at middleweight, which I literally had to cut weight for. And then just slowly went down, and had my first loss at welterweight. And that's when I was like, all right, enough of the big boys. We'll go, we'll go down. And haven't lost since. So it's going well.
My man.
And now what happened?
And also, like,
wait,
losing weight and your body looking good is like a little bit of addicting, right?
What's that? I missed that one. Say it again.
Like losing weight and like your body looking good, look in the mirror, like it's a little bit addicting. Like, you know what? Like, damn, I'm looking good. I should bang out like another 30 push-ups just because.
Yeah, man. Like, it's a blowout, man. You see some of the photos, like even just seeing my head. I've put photos of my head when I was 214 pounds to now. Mate, it's a blowout. Like literally, it would be literally twice the fucking size. It was huge. Like I remember that was one thing that I always said. Like when I started losing weight, and I was dieting and like kept talking about losing weight, I'm going, fuck, I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if I can lose weight. It just won't suit this big head. Like I don't think I could do it. Like I just look like a big fucking lollipop. You know what I mean? So, but I was lucky. The head shrunk with the body. But man, never been so healthy and looking healthy, looking lean, and it's been good. And even before the camp that I was going to, obviously to fight Ortega, like I stayed lean. I was like, you know what, if I need to do any, whatever media or if I need to do a photo shoot, I can rip the fucking shirt off, no dramas. You know what I mean? Because sometimes out of camp, I don't want to take the shirt off. I'm like, yeah, not yet. Maybe till we get a bit closer to the fight, then we'll get the shirt off. But this camp, I was able to take the shirt off all camp, so it was good.
Oh yeah. Give a man like 4 weeks out, 3 weeks out. I'll take the shirt off. But if we're months out, hold off on the cameras, all right? Let me just,
Are we breaking up here? Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I lost you there for a second.
So wait, Volk.
You're in Vegas right now for the Ultimate Fighter.
Wait, man, this Volk just had a very serious bout with COVID, right?
Sorry, mate, I keep losing you. I don't know if that must be my Wi-Fi here. Say that again, sorry.
You just had a serious bout with COVID.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I did. Man, I was obviously, I was meant to fight, so I was training hard. I was here a little bit early. I was here 2 weeks before my fight, so I could help Brad Riddell, where our team could help corner him and, whatnot. So we come early, started training really hard. So, our last week of training before fight week is still, it's probably the hardest week, because we want to peak at the right time. So I end up busting my ass in the gym, and I think I must have got COVID somewhere between, getting into the bubble, you know what I mean? And a couple of days would have passed, and that must have been when COVID started hitting me, because I remember getting a couple of little headaches while I was training. Didn't think nothing of it, but we got tested and then found out, we tested positive. But, I think I had COVID while I was training really hard. So my immune system would have been down while I was battling COVID. Then I got all the COVID symptoms after we tested positive. So you had the fevers and obviously congested and body aches and everything. Like I got pretty much all of them, but then I got the pneumonia, so like the secondary infection, they call it. I got like the COVID pneumonia. So I ended up getting that. And then, my lungs just kept getting worse, started coughing up more and more blood. My breathing started getting, worse. So I had to go to hospital and get on the medication. I needed medication to help the lungs. Otherwise, I just kept going downhill.
Damn, you got that bad, Buzz, huh?
Yeah, fuck me up.
But your buddy Brad, he was supposed to fight my buddy Gregor. How did that work out? Did they just get paid? Do you know what the UFC did about pay with those guys?
You cut out there, but I think I heard what you were saying. I'm not exactly sure. I think the boys still looked after him because it was an unfortunate situation. Brad didn't even get COVID.
Yeah.
Just because he was in close contact or exposed, that's why they pulled it that morning. Because we found out the day before he fought, and then the next morning, I get woken up getting told that his fight's been pulled. And, obviously you feel bad for the guys and obviously Gregor as well. Yeah. So I hope the boys got paid, you know what I mean? Again, it's an unfortunate situation, but especially knowing that they didn't even have COVID. So, he never got it, but the fight had to be pulled. So
if I was him, I'd be fucking with you. Like,
it sucks, but, I guess that's what happens.
If I was him, I'd be fucking with you. Like, yo, you owe me like the other half my purse.
Well, it got a few of us in our team. So, we were there, and then it just, like I said, the fucking thing's contagious because it ended up getting a few members of our team. So we ended up testing them. They had to get rid of us straight away, get us out of the bubble. But, we just were sitting there thinking, man, I hope I don't give it to Brad or Jamie Malarkey because he was fighting Hills with us as well. So we were just like, man, I hope they don't, their fights don't get pulled. And Shane Young as well, sorry. But yeah, lucky enough, no one else got it. It got like a few of us, and, we got out of the way and luckily didn't get anyone else.
What about my homie Frank? Was he there?
Yeah, Frank was there.
Did he get? Did you give him
Frank's
the COVID?
Already. I think he's already had it like twice anyway. So he's all good. He's got them antibodies, mate. I'm telling you.
Frank's the man. How's he doing?
He's all good. Good. He's actually coming probably Thursday. So
to be part of your team.
Yeah. So he's actually
He's gonna be part of your squad.
Well, I haven't even. Yeah, he is. I haven't really told anyone, so I guess usually the guys I wasn't going to mention the team till I was out there, but yeah, he's going to be one of them. But he's going to be with me all week, and I'm pretty sure we're going to start filming soon. So looking forward to it. It's going to be good. He's good fun. The team we've got is actually going to be real good banner. I can't wait, mate. It's going to be a good time.
The guys you're getting, they have to fight first to get into the house.
Say that again, sorry?
The guys that are coming on the show, they had to fight to get into the house, correct?
Man, it's cutting out, but I think how it works. Now we won't be in the house with everyone. Obviously, we'll mingle with them, train with them, and do a couple of things. But we're going to be in our own house. I think we still need to do a bubble and all that type of stuff.
They fight to get on the show, though. They fight to get on the show,
I don't
right?
think they're doing that. I don't think no.
You just pick random guys?
I think the team's already picked. I'm not too sure exactly how that goes. I don't think. I thought they stopped that. I know they used to do that, but now I think they just choose guys and they're in. I don't think they do the fighting thing anymore, which would have been good, man. I used to enjoy that. You go there, watch fighters. Then
man, you need that. They need that.
Man, I used to love that. So that would have been good, but I think the team's already picked. But man, it's it, man. I'm I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good time and make the most of it.
Now,
have they rescheduled the fight? Wait. Have they rescheduled the fight yet?
They haven't yet because obviously while this was happening, I had COVID. I was in quarantine, and then I was waiting to get the positive test so I could go home. Then we got wind of the house, and then we're like, all right. And then obviously they had to go through Ortega as well, and it was all good. And the next minute they're like, yeah, it's on, and like 10 minutes later it was announced. So it all happened pretty quick. But again, the thing is the doctors were telling me, obviously, because my case got pretty severe, so I had to get on the medication. So the lungs aren't the best right now. Even right now, I've got to ease into my training. I was allowed 50%. Then I've got to go up 10% each week type of thing. So they don't really want me fighting till, like, I think the doctors originally said maybe June or something. So I don't know if that's a reason why the UFC were like, all right, well, let's do this, So I'm not sure exactly when they're going to do it, but I think it'll have to be after filming. So we're going to film, see what happens in there. Yeah, as I've been saying, there's no bad blood yet, but stick us in a house together with challenges and things like that. I'm a competitive man, so I'm going to do what I've got to do to win. We'll see how it goes down, but I'm looking forward to it.
I don't know Brian Ortega, but I know what I've heard. There will be bad blood, Alex.
Really? There you go. So.
He's like a Diaz brother, if you will. He's going to create a little bit of animosity just to. He grilled Menace. Menace has a story of him sizing Menace up and then you hear stories about him. He's from the hood.
I've heard about that. So yeah, it'll be good. I remember even obviously him slapping Jay Park and all that type of stuff. So
that's right.
Hey, it's all good, man. We'll see how it goes. If there's going to be bad blood, we'll let it happen, and we'll let the words and whatever fly. If fists need to fly, fists will need to fly. But yeah, we'll try and keep it as simple as we can. But at the same time, we'll see which path it goes. I'm just going to wing it. Whatever happens, happens.
I'm into it.
Man, because the reason why I was asking if they were fighting together on the show was because one thing that helped my team when I was on the show was we had a fight to get the show, and they were like, yo, these guys all just did a camp to get here. Let's not run them through a whole nother camp for their next fight in like 2 weeks. Let's just maintenance, like just nice and easy, just, keep our weight down, keep everything fluid, where like Bisping was like running those guys into the ground.
Running them into the ground, had to fight the same week. Look, obviously we need to find exactly how the schedule works. We need to find out what's happening when they're fighting and whatnot. Obviously, if people are fighting, I'm not gonna burn them into the ground. But at the same time, as long as it's not within the week, we train hard until a week out. So I'm gonna keep it pretty close to how we roll. Again, we won't cook them too hard, but I mean, I'm known for my fitness, so I'm gonna have to throw some hard workouts in there. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like what we do is the guy that was fighting that week running like fight week for when you fight, but all the other guys that you don't know when they're fighting, you're gonna get some work in for sure.
Get that work in 100%. Boys need to work. Boys need to get fit. Boys need to get ready because my team's winning. My team's gonna win no matter what. I'm gonna make them ready, give them everything I know, and I cannot wait.
Is the family gonna come out and hang out with you a little bit, or you're away from family for this whole thing?
Yeah, away from the family, which is unfortunate. Obviously, it's a long time, you know what I mean, because we didn't expect this to happen. It's going to be the longest time I've ever been away from my family, which is tough. But, I mean, this is an opportunity that we needed to take. I offered the missus if she wanted to come with the fam, but she's like, man, I ain't traveling with the two girls, young girls all the way over there. It's just too much. And then, obviously, doing the quarantines and all that type of stuff that we need to do when we get back home. It's, obviously we've got Ariana in school and just things like that. We just it can't really happen. It would be too much on my wife, and obviously the kids are missing out on school and all that type of stuff. So
that's right.
It's unfortunate, but luckily for technology, I can at least do whatever I can. I'm on the other side of the world, but I can't look at it as what can I do while I'm home? What can I do while I'm here? FaceTime, do as much as I can from this side of the world. Get my family, get people to obviously help the wife out as well, so that with the kids and whatnot. But that's all I can do from over here. But but obviously it is tough, but it needs to happen, man. We're here. This is opportunity that was given to us, and mate, we move forward and we make it happen. And I'll be home soon enough and get to spend time with them before we know.
Yeah, because I remember, so I was on Team Mayhem, and then Bisping was the other team. Mayhem was actually like an amazing coach. He was there every morning, ready to rock and roll. Bisping, he would miss practices, shit like that, because he was out partying the night before and shit. It was funny. I remember one time there was like a team select, and Bisping didn't show up for like a fight announcement. It was fucking funny as fuck.
Oh, really?
Didn't even show up for the fight announcement. Just...
All right, well, Alex, before we let you go...
The thing is...
I was going to say, before we let you go, we want to go over a few fights, and then we have Chris Algieri in our waiting room, so we'll let Chris jump in here, and then we'll just talk about some of the upcoming fights. Yep. What else you got going on? They got you in quarantine right now in Vegas?
No, not quarantine. We're allowed out and about, but I think that's what I was going to say. Like, it'll be too hard for us to go out and get on the piss and come in too hungover, because we're going to have to be in the bubble as well. So the fighters will be in the bubble in their house. I think we're going to have to be in our bubble as well, the coaching staff and whatnot. So we won't really be able to run about, but, we'll get hooked up with a nice big house and it'll be some good fun. But I mean, we're still getting details. Again, this all happened really quick. But the guys are doing a good job getting us all ready, and we'll have a lot more information this week.
And you're, except for Frank Hickman, your team is on low key. You're not.
Well, yeah, you got that out of me because you already know him. I don't know. He was probably going to eventually tell you anyway. But it's going to be good. Like I said, there's a few people in there, and there's a couple guys that you will probably know, and it'll be good fun. Like I said, we're all about having a good time and banter. That's how our gym rolls. Obviously, we're serious when we need it. We need to be, but there's nothing but banter and good times. That's how we like to train. Even when we're outside ready to fight, out backstage, we're having a laugh, we're doing our thing, listening to music, having a good time. We don't want to sit there and everyone's different, but that's how we roll. We're pretty playful and fun. So that's the vibes we want to get. So I'm looking forward to it because again, it's going to be some good things happen on the show. So you're going to be bored. So I cannot wait.
You're going to be bored from time to time. We get you and the crew on from time to time here.
Mate, yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. To be honest, with the crew we got, you can't be bored, mate. Like I said, it's good fun with the guys that are going to be on the show. So wait till
I want Frank on the show.
You'll see a good time we're having. Yeah, Frank's going to be there. The world needs to see Frank.
Yes.
The world needs to see Frank.
Needs him. Chris Algieri, thank you for joining us.
What's up, gentlemen? What's going on?
Chris, Alex Volkanovski, hey, Chris Algieri. Have you guys ever met before?
No, we have not met. Nice to meet you, champ.
You too, brother.
World champion boxer Chris Algieri and nutritionist. So, Alexander, I know you got your shit on lock, but Chris helped me get down to 145. I'm currently Chris, you'd be disappointed me. I'm probably a buck 88, 190.
Dude, it was never easy getting you to 45. That was always a lot of work.
Yeah, well, at the party.
But even so, Alex, have you been paying attention to the Jake Paul, Ben Askren situation?
I have, man. To be honest, I'm intrigued, man. I cannot wait. I'm definitely going to be tuning in. Yeah, man. It's a blowout. How many people are still talking about it? As much as people want to act like they're not interested, I guarantee you they are, and I guarantee a lot of people are going to be tuning in. So I cannot wait. I want to see what happens, man, because, again, obviously people look at Ben Askren's training videos and all that. We all know that, he's not the cleanest boxer. You know what I mean? His hands are, even them training videos, you're like, oh, but at the same time, he's tough. He's a game. He's got a lot of heart. Is he going to make it messy? Will he be able to wear Jake Paul out, man? I'm looking forward to it, man. I cannot wait. There's a few questions I want answered, so I can't wait.
I'm totally invested. I'm so invested. If there was one fight I had to pay for this year, this might be it.
Dennis is trying to bet on it.
Chris.
Yeah.
Going off of what you say, I'm either putting 500 on it or I'm putting 3 and change.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the line. If it's really heavy in favor of Paul, I'd say put some money on Askren. But if not Askren,
did I see? Oh,
no, go ahead.
Right now it's plus 140.
Ben Askren was favorite?
No, right now underdog plus 140.
Favorite. I don't know.
So Ben's a 1.5 underdog.
Yeah, it's not that big.
I thought I seen Jake Paul saying something about on his Instagram about him being the underdog, and people are, as Ben Askren being the favorite, and he's like, oh yeah, he's like, you can't see. So he's saying stuff like that. So that's what I thought, but I'm not too sure.
I think he's talking about actually being a fighter.
Yeah. I think just in the eyes of people who consider fight sports that he's probably considered the underdog. But in terms of the line, he's definitely the favorite. And honestly, Paul's not bad. He can box a little bit. He's definitely never been in with anybody anywhere close to the level of Askren in any type of fight sport. But Askren just isn't a boxer. It's a very short turnaround for him to take this fight, train, and then get in there with a guy like Paul, who's big, athletic, and young.
He retired. He got hip surgery, and Paul. I mean, the timing couldn't be better for Jake Paul.
And it's a perfect matchup for him. He's fighting a guy who doesn't punch. He handpicked Askren for a reason.
And Dennis was another good one.
Yeah, I think that was probably even more of a live fight though. Askren he never had hands. In the cage, he wasn't.
Now
he's a grinder.
Askren fought our boy Jay Haran, and Jay's got hands.
Yeah.
Although wrestling was a huge factor,
Huge part of that fight.
But Jay's got hands with smaller gloves
and speed and power and a lot of fights, especially at that time.
And caught him.
And touched him a couple
catching
times.
Him.
Yeah, I think what Alexander just said, I think you're absolutely right. If Askren can make it ugly and drag the fight out, he's got a real shot.
Now he also, me and Stan talk about he does this like zombie walk where like his hands are out in front and he's very hard to hit his face with his hands. Now he's got big pillows with more surface area to block more shit.
Yeah, but Jake Paul's a big dude and he's got long arms. He's in it. That kind of defense. If you watch Hasim Rahman when he fought Lennox Lewis, he tried to use that defense. Right hand went right through the middle and cleaned his clout.
Yeah, but Jake Paul isn't that guy.
No, but Askren's not Hasim Rahman either.
Yes, and even what I mentioned was like George Foreman. Ben Askren needs to be like George Foreman, but he doesn't hit anywhere near where George Foreman.
Just either get up and put his head on his chest and just bang away and make it ugly and grind and push him around and don't make it a boxing match at all.
Yeah.
So another thing me and Stan were talking about is in the clinches, you know, sometimes boxing referees can be like very like, whoa, hands off the head. Or sometimes they're like, all right, you know, they let it ride a little bit.
That's on the discretion of the refs. Some refs, like, they're okay with infighting and they'll allow you to, like, you know, almost like dirty box some, which I think that's the way it should be. But I have a feeling that it's going to lean towards Jake Paul and that there's not going to be a lot of that.
It's also a small ring, I think, right? It's the same one Mike Tyson fought in?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know the details.
I would imagine the same organization.
Interesting. But that's all stuff that can be contracted. There's not a standard ring size.
I don't know the ring size. I know that I think they're going 10-ounce gloves. I don't know what that will change in the fight.
What's the weight? What are they fighting at?
I think 190. And then I think it was 8 2-minute rounds, which I think favors Jake Paul to even, like, Dennis wants to bet $500. I was like, Jake Paul could easily decision him.
Yeah.
Well, here's another thing I was saying. I was talking to Cliff from Gamma Labs or G Fuel, and he's like, Jake Paul has, like, he's so rich. Like, so in my head got going like, what if he greases the judges? Like, listen, if Ben Askren wins, Jake Paul he's worth, you know.
He's probably not going to have to. I think just the perception of him and his aura, you know, all the attention that he brings could be enough to sway a judge, depending on who the judges are.
Well, even Thriller might be like, listen, if it's close, if it goes to decision, give it to our guy Jake Paul, because now we can boost this guy to take on somebody else, and we'll make so many millions. Versus if Ben Askren wins, he's going back to, where does he live? Wyoming or
he wins.
Wisconsin?
That Jake Paul show's over.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go picks, and then we could circle back to that with Chris. So, do you think Ben Askren wins? Alex?
Oh.
Bulk.
Was that for me?
Does Ben Askren win?
Yeah, sorry, mate. I keep breaking up. Do I think Ben Askren can win? Mate, I sort of think he can, but you know, it's going to be hard for me to bet on that, to be honest. Just because I've watched some videos of Jake, and again, like he can box and he's got decent hands. He even spars. He gets in there. I know he's not sparring guys that are going to fight and be there the whole time, but I think he might be tidy enough to win this anyway. But again, I still think it'll be messy. I think Ben Askren's tough anyway. I reckon he'll be pretty tough. So, but yeah, I think he will do this whole claw thing that you're talking about and get in there, make it dirty. You know, like you said, head on the chest. You know, whack at the guts, a little dirty boxing around the sides. But But yeah, I just don't know if that will be enough for the judges and things like that. But we will see. That's what I mean. That's why I want to know, because you watch some training videos and you think, all right, Ben doesn't look too good. Jake looks all right. But then you listen to Ben, he goes, yeah, I'm a fighter. He's not a fighter. Right. So then they get into the details. I'm like going, yeah, all right, I believe both sides. So let's see what happens.
It does hurt me a little bit when he's like, I live this, like, bro, you've lived this life for like 2 years, maybe. Like, Chris, you didn't try to put your feather in that hat like, I'll fight him.
Nah, I want to fight real boxers.
I did. Hang on, Chris. What that would be? You did fight Pacquiao. I'm trying to think. Would that be a bigger payday than Pacquiao?
No. Pacquiao's probably the second biggest payday you can get in the last like 20 years.
Yeah, he's the golden ticket, other than Canelo at this point. Actually, Pacquiao probably might have been bigger than that, but yeah, no. I mean, but also like I've always done this for the sport. Like I like fighting. I want to be a real fighter and a warrior and fight real guys and create a legacy. I'm not here to be.
Well, me personally, I want something to really hurt him and be like, yo, listen, I appreciate the passion you have for the sport, but it's not you though.
Ben might be the guy. I mean, I don't see it. He can win, but I don't see it.
And Volk, if you need a nutritionist or boxing coach to come out, we know a guy.
He's doing the Ultimate Fighter, Chris. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
He's got Vegas landscape in his back windows.
Oh, that's where you're at right now?
That's where we're at. Yeah, look at that view.
I know you're in Vegas, but you're there for the Ultimate Fighter?
Soaking it up, mate. Good. Yeah. So we're over here for that. That'll start. We start filming very soon, and just soaking up the sun, mate. The weather's good. We come here literally for the fight, and it was freezing, and then literally like maybe 2 weeks later, now it's just hot every day, hot. So it's been good. So we're soaking up the pool and whatnot. But we get to work soon. So yeah, I'm ready to work. Obviously the media and all that will happen, and then we're going to start filming, and then we into it. Yeah,
you got to get that tan right before the show starts. You got to be nice and even. That's important.
That's exactly what we want.
Chris, what do you have to these days?
I'm training. I'm looking to make I hate saying a comeback, but a comeback here in June. So I actually literally just started camp yesterday down here in South Florida. So down here full time, getting after it.
So me and you are like no longer neighbors anymore?
Nah, dude. I mean, pretty much since the pandemic, I've been down here. New York.
Is that place even really under your name still? Is that place still under your name, or?
Yeah. No, okay. A couple of places. I still come. Yeah, no, I still come back.
Okay.
We can still go bang down some beers over at the beer garden.
Well, no, there's a place that opened up legit between my house and your house called Sand City.
Oh, yo, I actually went there. It's great.
Very dangerous place.
No. Very strong beers there. Yeah.
Yeah, I went there with my lady on like a Sunday. I'm like, oh, it's open. Let's go check it out. I had like 4 beers. Then we went to this like new Irish pub on the corner.
Yeah.
I had like 1 drink there with dinner, and then I do not remember my walk home. I was like, this is fucked up.
That's awesome. You could walk though.
Very close.
I had 1 beer at Sand City, and I'm like, I stopped myself. I was about to do what you did, and I was like, I'm good. I got work tomorrow. I gotta be all right.
They have got like a 14% beer there.
Fuck.
We need to bring Volkanovski to Long Island and like style his hair the way like we put our hair.
Everything to open up. I want to see a few things. You know what I mean? I want to get around. I'm even thinking doing Europe trips and whatnot. But I mean, yeah, obviously. It's tough with what's going on, but I mean, hey, it seems like everything over here is opening up a fair bit. Is that the case? Is that everywhere? Is that every state, or
I think
Vegas
so.
Seems like it's all good. Shit's popping over here. You know what I mean?
You just have to wear your mask if you're not eating.
That's it. You wear your mask, you can do whatever you want. Pretty much, it seems.
You just walk around the strip with a drink in your hand. You don't have to have your mask on.
It depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
How is New York right now, Dennis?
Florida, it's fucking wide open.
Yeah, Florida, it's do whatever you want.
Chris, Stan the man moved down to Florida. He lives there.
In Florida right now?
Yeah, I'm in Tampa right now.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He jumped out of here when like the.
Where did I see you? I saw you at the Caribe Royale.
Right.
I saw you at the Caribe Royale for those boxing fights, for the Havoc boxing fights.
So you're here full time now. You're in Tampa.
Open ended. I'm here for whatever the foreseeable future.
Smart man.
Until you want to go back to New York.
Yeah. Until New York opens
Chris,
back up.
Do we have a date? You're looking to fight in June, you said?
Yeah, it's gonna be it's early June. I can't announce it yet. We're finalizing the deal as we speak. Like literally looking at my phone. But I should within the next week or so. I should have it locked in.
So Alex, the way they bring out like guest trainers one day and they have them walk through the door and then they put the little name on the bottom of the screen, it could say Chris Algieri, former WBO champion, nutritionist to Daniel Jacobs and all these things. They'll list all the guys.
Well, we got to put Dennis Bermudez first. Dennis Bermudez, then Daniel Jacobs.
You could put
fine.
They could put a little highlight of UFC guys he's worked with. And then he walks out and then he shows the guys how to box for a day.
So our buddy Chris Wade's going down to 45.
Yeah.
What's that? 2 weeks? I'm like, yo, you reach out to Chris because
talk to him every day. Checking how he's doing. He's doing great. He's ahead of schedule. He actually just texted me. Dude, he's great.
Because last time I spoke with him, he's 160. I'm like, dude, I would be 58. You're like, what's he? 2 weeks out?
He just texted me. He's 156. He's fine.
I'm confused because he has huge bones.
Yeah. I was worried about him making the weight, when he first reached out to me, because he's always lean too. He's a lean guy. He's got big joints, big knee, big shoulder, big elbows. But he's been doing it the right way. He started early.
He did. Well, with COVID, he was just like, bro, like I think people like you remember like wrestling back in the day when like I guess like winter break, no coach would be like, yo, do this, do that. And you would just be like, I gotta keep my weight under control. Mm-hmm. And like your weight would be like awesome because you're running every day and no one's telling you what to do, but you're doing it. COVID's been like that for Chris Wade, I think. Like Ryan and Greg and his coaches were like, dude, where are you for training? With like, and he was just doing his own thing when he wanted, how he wanted. And his weight just stayed like down low, He also started seeing like a new chick, which usually helps with like your.
That's like nice.
That does not help me.
Nice job, man.
New chicks are not good for me.
Well, hang on. Like, no, you party with them. By the same token, like instead of like being like I'm gonna sleep in, you like if she's not in bed with you, you're like I gotta like stay ripped, Yeah. I don't know because I talked to Gregor Gillespie, right, and he was telling me about because his test levels and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, they were like whatever, and then he said I started seeing a girl and my test levels went up.
Hey,
there's something with that for sure.
That definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
That's part of being a fighter, bro. You got to have women around.
Yeah, but when you stay with one for so long, there's like discomfort. Like that's
probably the opposite. Yeah.
Oh, you're saying you got to replace her?
When you meet them, they're like this. You plateau, then they're still there. You're like, shh.
Whatever you were rambling about, Menace, you made Alex leave.
Well, it was weird because we gave him like the hey man, we'll catch you later, and he stuck around. I was like, okay, sick.
No, we didn't give him the catch you later. We gave him like they were going to talk about fights, and then we were just like, yeah, we're all from New York. We'll have a conversation. You just sit there. You're from Australia. I was about to do a shoe for him.
I thought we talked about the Askren.
But no,
this weekend.
He's the man, Alex. Thank you for stopping by.
Love Alex.
Yeah, he's a fucking stud. We should get him out to Long Island in the summer. Then we'll show him around. People don't understand what Long Island summers are like.
So you're like a legit snowbird now.
Yeah.
So you're gonna fight early June. You'll be in Long Island till
the whole summer. Because Long Island summers are the best place in the world. What's that?
You'll be into Long Island till like September 15th, 20th, and then back down to Florida?
Yes, sir.
That's what I was going to say to Volkanovski.
I love Long Island summer.
is if Volkanovski ever wants to go to Long Island, go in the summertime, and that rivals anywhere in the world.
I agree. Long Island summers are like, there's not many other places I'd rather be.
But here, Volkanovski said,
my new job that sucks.
Wait. Hey, brother.
The most overtime is.
I couldn't catch much of what you guys were saying. It must be the Wi-Fi. So he was freezing up on us. But thank you, Alex, for coming.
Yeah, well, he's been freezing the whole time.
Yeah, and then we have Craig Jones is supposed to be hopping in any minute. But yeah, Algeria.
Is Craig actually, is he going to grapple that chick?
Oh, I hope so.
I just missed on his page looking at that.
He said he's too far invested to like pull out now.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I love everything about it.
Me too.
Like Stan was showing me this stuff, and I was like, I liked Craig Jones as it was, but this was like a new level. And then you saw his one video about him like going to the strip club, and it was
I did see that. So I do a podcast with Gary Tonin and Funky Chimera, and we were talking about that. I didn't hear about it until then, and then I went on his page and looked at it. I didn't realize how much bigger she is than him. Holy shit!
Huge.
He's a big dude. I didn't realize she was that big.
Yeah. What are her stats, Stan?
I think she's like 6'3". How big is Craig?
I thought he was like 6'3". I think.
No, he's not that big.
I think.
Let's see. Gordon Ryan's taller than.
Is he?
Like, hang on. Maybe Gabby Garcia is like. She could possibly have like an inch on Gordon Ryan.
I don't know. Because Gordon's probably like what? He's probably like 6'3", right?
Nah, he's probably 6'1".
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. I'm thinking they're way bigger than they are.
She's 6'2", 235.
And what's Craig?
She's fucking huge.
He's 5'11"?
I think he's a 170. So he probably weighs 185.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to matter personally, but I'm no jiu-jitsu expert, but.
Well, I mean, he's arguably one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
No, No. He's one of the best.
He's the second best in the world. That's what he claims. Or at least that's what he always says.
Hang on, what did he say to her? He said, "I'd never win anything." That's why I try and go against little kids and girls.
Yeah, Gordon's bigger than him, so Gordon's 6'2". So he's maybe 5'11". We'll ask him. But all I'm seeing is he's competed at 185.
Bro, if he has a red bandana on with a wife beater, I might lose it. Oh, no!
Perfect timing.
Craig!
What's going on, guys?
Where's the bandana, bro?
I left the bandana in LA.
We were just talking about your stint with Gabby Garcia, and like we've never been more in love. It's
what the woman beater outfit.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's why I had the wife beater.
Oh, I didn't pick that up. I just thought you were just trying to be like white trash.
Then you told it to me.
I didn't realize it was being a woman beater, and then I sent it to you because he was like, I can't open this. Open this.
It was actually real. I really couldn't open it.
Hey, Craig, man, it's Chris Algeria. How you doing, man? Nice to meet you. I'm buddies with Gary Chon, and we do a podcast together. We were talking about your match coming up with that lady.
Yeah, Gabby.
Yeah, I was looking at your page, fucking losing my shit laughing.
I kept thinking I'd be canceled over this.
No, everyone's okay with it.
Real cancel culture.
I think it's the opposite. I think you're doing you're relinquishing gender and you're competing. That's the sign of the times right now.
Yeah, super progressive. I'd probably actually fight her if they were talking about doing it in Rising. If they said we'll pay you more for an MMA fight, I'd fucking do it.
That's fucking awesome.
What? She fights like wrestlers that she outweighs by like 50 pounds. So.
Oh my God! If you started saying that too, and started saying like, I mean, I'll fight her and say like, I've seen her fight. I'm not impressed. I got this.
I say that. I say, of course I'd fight her. Neither of us know how to fight. I honestly just want people to look me up, and there's one MMA fight on my record, and it's a woman.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Greg! Listen, I loved you before, but I'm like borderline obsessed with you now. And since we've had you on the show, dude, I started like legit doing jiu-jitsu.
Oh, awesome!
Like I'm in there 3 to 4 times a week, getting after it.
In a gi.
Dennis, where are you doing it?
At Long Island MMA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come and roll with you this summer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Like I'm
great.
like legit. Like I think if I do it right and get on some testosterone, I can become a world champion.
Yeah, there's no drug testing in this spot.
Yeah, I know.
That's fucking awesome.
Gabby.
Oh yeah, you think she's on shit? I wouldn't have pegged her for that.
I don't know what gave it away.
Oh my God, that's another thing you can do if you started being like, the match is off. She's not going to take a drug test. Or you started saying dumb shit like that. Like started going on about the drug test. Or if they book it in Rising, it's obviously fair game.
Oh my God, yeah, that's the best thing you've ever said.
Yeah.
I want to test her not to see if she's clean. I want to just know the levels going in. Just science.
And then have your levels, like, okay. She outweighs me. She has more testosterone. She's taller. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and then the best is you did the congrats, or you're just home now off the stimulus package tour, or the stimulus tour.
Yeah. The super spreader tour.
So what'd you do? You did 10 cities in 12 days?
Yeah, we drove from El Paso to Miami, did 10 cities, 12 days. It was brutal. I barely survived that shit.
What'd you drive?
You were tired to the bank.
Tired to the bank, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm so tired here.
It's just exhausting. Like it would be like a seminar late at night, obviously roll with people. Every person tries to fucking just kill you. And then obviously late night, wake up 5 a.m., drive to the next city. But yeah, just rinse and repeat. But it's better than doing a seminar every weekend. I feel like I lose more time going away regularly than just all at once.
Yeah, you're onto something there.
What, so again, just started like jiu-jitsu, like really. I used to do only no gi because I don't fight in the gi. But now I'm like, man, I think I become a world champion. What is folk style wrestling and freestyle wrestling kind of go hand in hand and help each other? Would you say that's the same for gi and no gi?
A little bit. I think back in the day it used to be easier, but now you got guys that play lapel guard, guys that just go for heel hooks. I feel like the knowledge is just getting too much to really be good at both.
I don't even have a belt yet. I'm a no belt.
A no belt? You just show up no belt?
So I'm going from white belt right to purple belt. My jiu-jitsu coach is getting me a custom-made belt that has grading. It's going to be a white belt that has grading for 10 spots. So I'm skipping blue belt.
Yeah, skip it. You don't need it.
In all honesty, though, I'm probably a purple belt right now. If someone was like, all right, this is your skills.
Would you take a super fight with Gabby?
Yeah. Whoa. In a gi or no gi?
You get a pick.
I just don't know all the tricky chokes yet with the clothing.
Wait, in MMA or jiu-jitsu?
Oof.
Because MMA, dude, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll kick the shit out of her legs.
I just want to see the stare down.
Do we have a date for this match?
No, communications have slowed down, unfortunately. It was meant to, we were just going to do it on the day, free on Instagram, but then she said we got some offers from Japan. I spoke to my manager and stuff, so I think that stuff's just gonna take a while. But a lot of shows, I think we got hit up by 5 different organizations to put it on. But it's funny, when I reached out to people initially, nobody wanted it. Like I told Flow Grappling, I was like, guys, let's book me versus Gabby. It is gonna.
What about Chael?
Chael, I forgot to ask Chael.
Oh my God.
Chael!
I forgot to
I'll
ask
text
Chael.
him right now.
Wait, is anyone putting it on yet?
I think Japan apparently said they want to do it for a New Year's Eve show.
Dennis, text Chael. We could probably set this up right now. He's on what's hot, what's buzzing on the internet, and that's what's going on right now. Is Gabby Garcia?
Should I just send him the link and just?
Yeah, 100%. He might be with kids.
No show would touch it. Flow Grappling were like, they sort of just like laughed it off. They weren't interested in it. But then the second we did some of the marketing for it, everyone wanted it. It was like they waited until the comments were positive. They didn't want to be the ones to risk it. I had to risk it.
Is Gabby in on it?
What's your guess?
No. But then she I didn't think so at first, but then she comments on your shit. Like Dennis pointed this out. She's always the comment on all your posts.
Oh, yeah. She definitely laughed at the pole dancing video, the strip club video. She enjoyed that one.
All of them. I've seen she comments on your shit. So she might really have a crush on you, or she's in on the joke.
For sure. Craig, would you be a top or bottom, you think, in that scenario?
I'd be a power bottom. I don't think I'd have a choice in the matter.
Now, if she rape chokes you, you're going to armbar her? Or how's...
Maybe. I'm just going to pull it deeper. The really interesting thing would be if we got an offer from Pornhub, would I do it?
They may pay more.
Wow.
They'd probably pay well, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys didn't like baby oil.
Go wherever the money's at, bro. Whoever wants to pay the most.
Whatever it takes.
I mean, what does Gabby want to compete?
What does she want? She said she was just down to do it, but she wants to do it in Japan. I think in Japan her contracts pays pretty well. So I'm hoping my biggest payday, the biggest payday in grappling should be me fighting a woman, which would be historic.
Yeah,
historic in many ways.
I want to do it to tell Gordon Ryan I get paid more than him. I'll be like, you're the number 2 paid grappler now.
And when you tell her you always take second, you don't win anything.
Yeah, second in every event, basically.
You go get the kid, and that's why you're going up for a girl. You only pick fights that you can win.
That shit was funny.
Bro, I was dying.
Yeah, it was a strange thing, but it went well.
Where did this all come from? You were just sitting in bed one day looking at the ceiling. You're like, I got an idea.
After the last Flow Grappling event, the girl had called her out, and she was like, I'll face anyone. I'll fight anyone. I'll fight Gordon Ryan. And Gordon Ryan just laughed it off. But I was like, I can make something with this.
Wow.
And then she bites back. She always bites back online, so it's perfect.
Because I saw that one post you put, and she was the first 3 comments, like, you're so funny, and then, like, stop it, and then, like...
I think she's actually got signed to Marvel, and she's going to be the She-Hulk.
Oh, shit. It's a big deal.
Hang on.
That's a really big deal.
That's a really big deal.
Joking.
You're making this up, no?
I'm not joking.
Seriously?
Yeah, she's getting into acting.
Dude, your timing is perfect on this.
Perfect.
Perfect.
This is like, okay, so Craig Jones is probably a genius, 160 IQ level. Like, that's some real shit right there.
Mm-hmm. Good move. Shit. Listen, guys, I got to go. Craig, man, nice meeting you, bro.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
Dennis.
Wait, Chris.
As you get closer to your scrap, we'll get you back on.
Should Dennis bet $500 on Ben Askren to win this weekend?
Let me know as we get closer and the odds change.
Or I have like 300 and change of like that I've won through betting. That's like at this point it's free money.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna add to that to make it 500.
I wouldn't add to it, but if the line gets wider, take it.
Okay.
Follow the line, bro. Follow the line.
Well, then I'm gonna stay with free money then.
Yeah.
All right, Chris Algier, you're a legend. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, guys. Always a pleasure.
Craig, do you know how smart that guy is?
Oh, what with betting?
No, like he's like he was a world champion, and right before that, he like got his doctorate in like nutrition.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Holy!
That's a complete animal. Doesn't make sense. Usually, when like you see like a big tough guy, you're like, he can't be that smart. He's like a borderline genius. I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah, but smart guy, but he didn't.
Second guess my move because I used to spar against him. I would like second guess him. I'm like, maybe he's using like psychology on me, like to get me to do this when I should do that.
Did he think of the idea to fight Gabby Garcia though? Because right now I'm talking to the smartest guy in the world. What happened?
No, I was talking to Craig. What's the next real event for you?
Next real event is...
Or is that it?
No, I got a match on the 30th. I've got Ty Rotolo. So I was making the joke because Ty just turned 18. So I'm just fighting women and children.
I
love that.
8 to 80, they can get it.
Oh, yeah, the next... I'll call out someone pretty old. The oldest active competitor.
If you can make a joke against me, I'll try and have my hand. I'll try and get some money.
Yeah. You should. As soon as I beat
hang on. On a serious note, combative jiu-jitsu, I think I could be a real problem.
Yeah, you should do it, man. Jump in there.
Who do I have to contact?
Eddie Bravo.
It's his thing. What's my move to contact him? You probably have his number, right?
I think last time I spoke to him was just on Instagram. I could message him.
So I just Instagram him?
I got his, or have Craig Jones slide in those DMs, or I have his phone. I can get you his phone number, Menace.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, he probably gets back to the phone number quicker. He's been inactive on Instagram. I think he's gone quiet from the conspiracy posts lately.
So we had Alex Volkanovski on the show before, and Menace started talking about something. What were we even talking about? We just got into like three guys from New York. Craig, you're adopted here from New York. We take you. You're one of our own. We just started talking. We left Alex like sitting in the chair like the guy from Australia.
I really think the
Wi-Fi was bad.
Yeah.
But we were all just talking. Where are you now? Are you Puerto Rico, right?
Back to Puerto Rico, yeah. Back to this wonderful place.
Are you with my buddy Dan Valmont?
Dan Valmont, yeah. He works for BJJ Fanatics, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Now, is that like your guys' hub?
It kind of is, but it's sort of I think we're meant to be here for three years, but I don't know, man. It's challenging down here.
Hang on, so I'm having trouble like wrapping that around my brain. You guys all train at Henzo's.
Oh, we moved. The DDS moved to Puerto Rico. The whole team moved.
DDS, what's that? I'm sorry.
Like, Danaher calls it like he's got his competition crew. So there's like 12 of us that moved from Henzo's down to Puerto Rico. Sort of
for 3 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's tax benefits down here. So if we survive 3 years, we'll get some tax benefits. But yeah, Puerto Rico is wild, bro. It's very challenging. Very challenging down here.
Listen, I know. So I remember one time I went to a freestyle tournament in Puerto Rico, and I saw some girl. She didn't speak a lick of English, but her friend went to like San Juan University. So I was talking to her friend like, tell your friend I love her. Like, they were like, hey, we're going around the corner and smoke weed. I was like, I don't smoke weed. I can't. But like, I made out like I went back to college and I was like in contact. I was like, I'll learn Spanish for you. This, that, dude, I was going wild. And then
up here.
What's up? And then I could have. And then I wrestled. So I wrestled there. Puerto Rico came up to me like, hey, how old are you? You have family here in Puerto Rico? I was like, yeah. Like, you can wrestle for our national team. I was like, we'll pay you $30,000. Dude, things started ticking in my head. I was like, this could be it. I didn't do it.
That was a terrible ending to a great story. I was like, oh shit, did he go off? Did he go out for the team?
So I have another story with a terrible ending. My younger brother is in the Coast Guard. Stan, make sure you don't repost this because I'm sure he's not watching this live. My younger brother was in the Coast Guard. They got ported in San Juan where they were stuck there for like 2 months. So he's got some bad influence friends that they were like going to strip clubs and shit like that. He was in contact with like a stripper. His wife found it. They almost got divorced. Listen,
yeah, that's a dangerous game.
You're gonna have all the senoritas.
So wait, other than Gabby, how many girls are in your rotation right now?
She's the only one for me.
So just focusing all your effort right now trying to win Gabby over.
Dude, I was in the shower. I was like, listen, when Craig Jones comes on tonight, and I was naked. I was like, I'm like, listen, Craig Jones, how many girls you got? Listen, lie to us. Make the people on here want to be you. So if you're to make up a story right now, what would it be?
I don't have any good stories.
Make one up.
I'm gonna.
Oh wait! Make one up. Tell us what happened the first time you and Gabby, hooked up or hung out.
Believe it or not, the first time I actually went to Gabby's gym to train, and I tried to get her to step on the scales at her gym because I wanted to know how much she weighed, and she refused. She wouldn't do it. She has it in her contract that she won't weigh in for any events. No one knows her weight for 10 years now.
So you tried to get her to weigh in for a date, basically.
Well, yeah, weigh in for a date. What's the place in Vegas where if you weigh over a certain amount, you eat for free? That's what I was thinking.
There's a place in Vegas?
Yeah, there's a huge scale out front. 300 pounds and above, you eat for free. Called the heart attack. The heart attack bucket.
That's like Gabby. I know where we're going for our first date.
Buy everything you want.
You're in like her purse.
Oh my goodness!
It's so funny. Wow. People love Gabby. Like a lot of women love Gabby. Like they just love her. Just like obviously Japanese people love her. She was telling me she sells her sweaty.
She's like Godzilla for them.
Godzilla.
Japanese people love Godzilla too.
That's true. Yeah, she sells her sweaty training gear for thousands and thousands of dollars.
To who? What weirdo? Craig, why are you buying her gear for that much money? What are you doing, bro?
Yeah, you should be investing your money, bro.
This is an investment.
Taking care of your lady. That's like, it's like the bids are like $1, $2, $3. Then all of a sudden Craig buys it for like $5,000. It just makes it look good. It's like, I'm selling my shit for good money.
Yeah, she sells it. I think she said she sold gear for $40,000 before. That's wild, right?
I'm actually really jealous.
What creepy fucking weirdo bought that gear for $40,000?
Whoa, chill. He laughed at it. I said, come on. I said, we have Craig Jones on the show right now. I sent him the link first. I said, come on and tell him you will allow him versus Gabby Garcia.
I wonder if the UFC Fight Pass would even want that on the network.
What? I mean, listen, at one point before COVID, Stan and I were going to put on our own show.
I don't know. I don't think I asked. I don't know if I asked Craig Jones.
I remember talking.
Yeah, he was out of our pay grade, dude. What do you?
No. We were asking. I talked to Gilbert. Gilbert was going to compete, but I was going to be like, "Oh, Craig, come face Gilbert." I was going to do that to Gilbert.
Oh, Gilbert Burns?
Yes.
That would be cool. Yeah, he's competing April 30th against Rafael Lovato. Pretty interesting.
That's tough.
How does that go from your expertise?
I think probably Lovato, just because he's bigger.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger, I think.
Yeah, like Gilbert, and Gilbert's been more active in MMA. Lovato had to retire, so yeah. I'm interested. Gilbert's crazy though, man. I remember back he was doing UFC fight, gi match, no gi match. He would just compete in anything. Last minute, jump in to anything.
Yeah, for anything. Yeah, which makes him a very dangerous man, and because. Me personally, like I've taken a couple short notice fights, and the amount of pressure was like less because you're like, fuck it. Like the mindset's fuck it versus, when you've been thinking about something and dwelling on it for like fucking 10 weeks, start fucking with your head. What's the how long is a camp for jiu-jitsu? Like what they call them?
We don't even do camps. I just train 7 days a week, 6 days a week usually, and then just compete whenever.
Well, here, gray area that obviously Menace was there. Craig, do you consider a jiu-jitsu match a fight?
No, really. It comes out from time to time, though. You know what I mean? But it's not a fight.
Now, where did that come from? Because it's like a selling point, right?
You know what I mean, Menace. Like, I got to fight this weekend. You have a jiu-jitsu match.
Yeah.
Like, no one's punching you in the face. But the highest level...
He said it earlier, but he said it, like, lightly. Now, he was like, I got to fight this week. He was like, no, I did a fight. But I knew it was, like, a competition.
Yeah. It just slips out, I guess, because you talk about...
breaking someone's arm.
A lot of the time, someone else will say it, and then I just fucking throw it along. But, yeah, I never mean it like, I got a fight coming up. You know what I mean? It's more just... a funny way to say it. I mean, some matches.
Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, like I guess it's like it could be worse than an MMA. Like yeah, I get in a fight, I'm gonna hit him and kick him. Like,
well, here something I've heard.
This guy's bones.
Something I've heard is the highest level. It is like a fight because you guys are so physical, and you will be clubbing. You'll come out of the match with all the scratches and shit. Granted, you have that at blue belt level, purple belt level, but at the highest level. It's relatable to a fight.
The only time I felt like my grappling match was a fight was when I faced Pau Jarez, because I was like, oh fuck, if I lose, I'll be badly hurt. That was the only time I felt like a fight.
That's the heel hook specialist in MMA, right?
Yeah, that's the guy that never lets go.
Did you face?
I was there in Jersey when what's the guy's name that has the awful tattoo?
Alan Belcher.
Yes, heel hooked him. I was like, I was like,
no. Alan Belcher avoided all his leg blocks and then TKO'd him.
Bro, relook at it.
Yeah, Alan Belcher didn't. Alan Belcher didn't beat him by heel hook.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Bro, I got $20 on it.
All right, I'll bet you $20 Alan Belcher beat him by TKO.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see.
Fuck.
Boy, now you think I should have been like, you know what? I got $320 on it.
That's what I have in the.
Where's that fight? TKO, punches and elbows.
He hooked him at some point.
No, he just defended. So basically what he did was he like leg weaved him over and over again and kept like not letting him get his ankle. So he was getting his knee but not getting his ankle. And Alan Belcher just like punched him and beat him up, like almost not taking his back, but in that like weird position.
Well, then I owe you $20. Well, I didn't. Hang on. Send me the article you're looking at because you could just be making it up right now.
Yeah, I made that up.
I wouldn't know.
But which Paul Harris did you get, Craig? Did you get the big juiced up Paul Harris?
Yeah, so I got the guy. So for this match, right, we agreed to have a match at 190 pounds, all right? And he had just had an MMA fight, and he made 170. We made 172 or something. So he shows up to the weigh-ins at 220 pounds. And he's got a note from his doctor that says he will die if he cuts weight.
Dude, those Brazilians would do anything, right?
Yeah. And then the promoter, Roles Gracie, looks at me and goes, I believe him.
And then you're the white guy from Australia.
Yeah, but nothing happened in the match. Terrible match. He just sat in front of me and slapped me in the head.
And what happened? A draw?
They gave me the decision because they gave him stalling penalties.
Okay.
He literally would just slap me in the head and then smile at me for 15 minutes.
Where are you guys in Puerto Rico, and when should I come?
We are in, we all live around Dorado, but the gym is in San Juan. But we're still building. Obviously, we're trying to build this fucking gym.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
My grandmother, my uncle lives near Old San Juan.
Oh, that's a nice spot.
I'll bring the whole gang over. We'll get some like legit chicken and rice. Get it wild. We'll have a real like fiesta.
An authentic time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then Dennis will walk up and they'll start speaking Spanish. He'll be like, I don't speak anything. And they'll be like, oh, he's with them. He's with them.
Like, hey, Craig, you've been here for a little bit. Would they just say they being good?
Oh, man, the locals hate us down here, dude. It's rough.
I tell you what,
locals,
you need a fake Puerto Rican like myself by your side.
Wait, which locals? The men. I don't care about the men.
The men.
Do the women?
Everyone hates us.
The women too hate you guys.
Everywhere. Even if you go to like a store to get something, fucking man, they fucking hate gringos down here. They not only hate gringos, they hate like non-Spanish speaking, non-Puerto Rican sounding Latin speakers too, like Spanish speaking people.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
Now, do any of you guys speak any Spanish?
Some of the guys do, yeah. Nick speaks Spanish. Damien speaks Spanish. Yeah, a few of the guys speak Spanish, but
so like when you step out, you're like, Nick, I gotta go over to the bodega. I need you with me.
Most of the people here speak English or enough English.
This is very true.
Oh, most of the locals, yeah.
Like, so what my uncle was telling me was the reason why like the pork in Puerto Rico is so good was there was like this like one guy, I guess, from my uncle that was going around to all schools and collecting like the food that the people didn't eat and feeding it to the pigs. So these pigs were like eating awesome shit. And the pig there was getting so good, USA came over and was like, oh, this pork is too good. We gotta like, I think they're taking their like taxing the shit out of her or some shit like that. But in the mountains of Puerto Rico, they're still the same. Like the pork up there is like, I know it's very salty and fat, but this is just a little.
So I got to go looking for it. You got to send me the directions.
Little insider. I will send my cousin to come pick you up. Kid's like a legit like baseball player.
Bro, what are you waiting for? That's gold right there. Send your cousin to go hang out with Craig Jones. What are you waiting for?
Because I'm not a virgin anymore. I text again.
It's a two-man job for sure.
So yeah,
I've been to strip clubs there.
We're on your side here. We want to make this match happen. Did we get anything else back from Chael?
He just ha-ha'd it. I mean, from what Craig Jones is saying, I feel like it can't happen in the USA.
No. What do you mean? We live in this society where everyone wants equal rights and they want to get rid of genders altogether.
Until
what?
Rights
until a real man like Craig Jones comes around and says, you know what, I'll give women the chance. I'm willing to be that guy.
Hang on, ready for this? Hang on, Stan. You're the same weight as Gabby Garcia. Do you beat her?
I fucking maul Gabby Garcia.
Whoa!
100%.
How many straight black belts is she?
I don't know. She hasn't been submitted in 30 years. But
how old is she?
35.
45?
She's been competing since 7.
Yeah. I'll punch her right in the fucking face, bro.
Well, Stan, this is jiu-jitsu. You can't do that. You understand that, right?
I'll just grapple her like she's a man. She's a girl, bro. She has no chance. No chance. After Craig picks her apart, I'll maybe pick up the pieces if she wants some of that smoke.
Well, what I was saying was like, Craig is like an established black belt. You are not. So if anything, to make it like, hey, whoa, look what this girl could do to guys, she goes against you.
If she wants it, wait.
Then Craig Jones can be like, okay.
I don't want to steal Craig's thunder. Craig's going to fuck her up just as I would fuck her up. Worse.
Stan, you haven't moved around. Bro, she's a way better gas tank than you are now.
How long is the match for? And what are we talking? EBI rules?
No time limit.
To the death? I got her. How long hasn't she been submitted in?
I might throw the mat if there's good betting odds.
How long hasn't she been submitted in?
I don't think she's ever been submitted on in a match.
Whenever she wants, that'll be the day. I'll be the first guy.
Whoa.
If she wants it. But I'm not going to steal Craig Jones' thunder. Why are you trying to get me in this match? You want 10 viewers for the match or millions?
What I'm saying is she beats you. She's like, look, I could beat guys. And then Craig Jones is like, well, I'm better than him, but I'm lighter than him.
No. Get me out of the equation.
Here too.
Get me out of the equation and go Dennis Bermudez. Add some name value to it. What do you weigh right now?
What about Demetrius Johnson?
Ooh. Did you see that, Menace? Did you watch that?
Oh, I did.
And even that. So if it happens against Gabby, so I guess we don't have to say, like, will you get into MMA only against Gabby? How old are you now?
So, yeah, maybe 29. Too old for MMA.
You've seen Ryan Hall fight?
Yes, yeah.
When did Gary start fighting?
Gary,
Tonin.
I don't know. I think he's 6-0 now, 6 fights. Probably only a few years ago.
How come Gordon wasn't like, hey, my friend Craig, he always takes second place. He'll do grappling matches in 1, 2. Because now they got him doing those grappling matches.
I'll try to get in there. I think they pay pretty well over there. But I don't think Gordon's allowed to do anything on UFC Network or anything now. So he's limited to Flow Grappling and one championship.
Oh, because he signed an exclusive deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you're like a complete free agent.
Yeah, I can do whatever.
That's what I like about you, dude.
Maybe this opens the door for Craig to slide in there as number 1.
I might create a TV show where I just travel the world fighting the biggest women in the world.
I like it.
Scariest women.
I'm sold.
Whoa. Hang on. Did you see that one show where the guy just like goes around the world like doing like combative sports?
Oh, was it a Human Weapon or something?
Something like that. Quest? They should have sent me and you, dude.
The old show you're talking about. Or is it new?
Was it on Netflix or was it on like Discovery? Or Nat Geo?
The old shit. That shit was on Netflix. Yeah, I've seen that shit. That's just old. You're saying they need to remix?
There might be a remix to it. Craig, was it on Netflix? That guy?
I can't even remember. I think it's a long time ago now. I think there was 2, Human Weapon and Fight Quest.
All right, so
One of
Craig
them had 2 guys, and the other one had 1 guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Me and you could be the 2 guys. Man. Say what? Hey, do you got like? Should I bring pads and stuff like that to get you into striking when I come to Puerto Rico, or?
Just get me into the slapping jiu-jitsu first.
Okay.
So I had Foster's because it was Australian because we had Volkanovski on, and then we had Craig on. But I was like, I don't know if he'd even want Australian beer, so I got a can of Miller High Life because I figured that would be something like
that goes right with the white beer and the red bandana.
This guy might smack his wife. Yeah, like this guy might smack his wife.
You got some domestic violence in a can there.
Yeah. But shout out to our beer sponsors, Great South Bay. Unfortunately, I'm not in New York, so I gotta go with the other things. But
all right, Craig, I come to Puerto Rico. Am I crashing with you, or I gotta stay with my family?
Wherever you want to crash.
I like that. I like that a lot. I remember one time.
At your brother's strip club.
What's that?
You should stay around the corner from your brother's strip club house, stripper friend house.
Well, no, hang on. Ready for this? So, the UFC had me go to like Puerto Rico to like, I don't know, like bring awareness of the UFC or to Puerto Rico. So I'm there, and I'd have dinner with a guy that was like my guide, if you will, and he'd bring his lady down. We'd have like dinner and like a few drinks on the UFC's tab. So I'd be like, you know, they have an extra one. He'd go to bed, and it'd be like 9 o'clock. I get a taxi. I'm like, take me to see some girls while I'm taking the strip club. And this guy's in the taxi. He's drinking Corona while he's driving. I'm like, that's weird. And then the one time I was telling you about when I was there for wrestling, me and my buddy, we ended up at the strip club. The taxi driver went into the strip club with us.
ooh,
It's a different place. It's a different place.
that's where we were about to go with Volkanovski, but his shit got fucked up. Wait, is Puerto Rico is a different place too?
Well, so Puerto Rico has some sketchy places too, where Craig Jones is a lethal weapon with submission joints, but they're like, Gringo, over here, give me all your stuff. But if he had a guy like me, I'm like, no, you're good.
And then they'd start speaking in Spanish, and you'd be like, does anyone know what he's saying?
I'm like, Nick, tell him we're good. Speak Spanish. I'll just give him like the nod, like, yeah.
You guys have Volkanovski on?
Yeah.
I'm about to be on he's assistant coach on the Ultimate Fighter the next season.
Love it.
That'd be pretty fun.
Wait, you're going to be one of his assistant coaches?
I love it. Stan, we got 2 coaches in one shot.
And I don't think either one of them were supposed to tell us anything about it.
Yes. So he was on here, and I was like, yo, how's my boy Frank doing? And he was like, Frank's doing good. He's going to be on the show with me. We know. Wasn't going to tell anybody who the coaches are. Boom, boom, boom. And then...
Oh, shit.
Nah, but hang on. Did we tell him we were going to have Craig on?
No, I don't think we did. We didn't get to it because it seemed like Alex was down there.
He probably would have been like, that's my mate. He's coming on too.
So that's my mate. I'm going to have him come down. What'd you say?
No, Craig, you're going to be in Vegas. How long are you going to be in Vegas for? The whole thing?
I think it's the whole thing.
That's awesome.
April 17th till like May 22 or something. It's a long time, hey.
Yeah, so we're going to do one of those episodes where we're going to try to get you, Alex, Frank Hickman.
I want a whole Team Volkanovski episode. Not like his actual team. I'm talking about the coaching staff.
Especially if he's bringing out superstars.
I guarantee Brad's going to be there.
Even wait, that's a real thing too. Andy, I was just thinking, I was about to call you the intergender, the world's first intergender world champion officially. Henry Cejudo tried to call himself that, like wins by forfeit, if you will. But this guy's really trying to go out there and make the fights happen. And he's going up 5 weight classes.
I'm trying to do it. We're gonna get I hope they make an official belt in Ryzen that says intergender champion.
I'll talk to my guy, and worst case, we'll just send you a belt. There'll be a belt there that you can host up. From Menace and the Man, the intergender world champion.
Oh, hang on. This is a great... What if let's say that it gets going, it's official. If you just come out with your own belt, like you walk to the mat with an already gender...
I'll have the belt and a beer.
The wheels are going in my head. They would probably do this shit in Florida. They'd probably let this shit happen in Florida. It's like a $64 plane ride from Puerto Rico for Craig.
Yeah. Craig. Oh my God, I just had this vision. I'm just putting things together, right? You come out, right? You have your competition like cheetah or leopard print shorts on, right? Wife beater, red bandana, but you drive a lawnmower to the competition with a beer.
That would be perfect. Did you
know they have all the lights and there's like the platform's like pretty wide? This could be a real thing. I think that would be the best thing since Stone Cold.
I gotta get some like spaghetti stains on the wife beater too.
Yeah, one or two meals. Like
a random Band-Aid on like your forearm.
I need to get out. I'll get a barbed wire tattoo.
You'll get you're that committed. You'll get like a real tattoo.
No, he'll get a henna.
Well, he was saying real tattoo. I could get
Gabby's name on my ass cheek as a real tattoo.
Ooh.
Wow. And like you can tell her I have your name on my ass. Maybe Gabby with like a kiss mark.
Gabby in a lawnmower.
Wow. What? Hang on. In a real, like, what do you think this is like worth?
I don't know. I feel like Japan would pay a ton of money for it.
Like, could this all said and done be like $1 million?
No. I think probably over 100,000 for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I doubt.
Well, I guess what I'm thinking about is like the catapult of your name even further.
Oh, true.
Right? I mean,
potentially. I just hope I break into like when it happens. TMZ reached out, ESPN reached out, Russian Times put an article up, but Russian Times fucked up because they put the article up based on the tale of a tape I created, which was completely which I completely exaggerated everything on.
I just love it. I think this could probably be, except for learning jiu-jitsu, this might be the second best thing you've ever done.
I just want to be on the news. I want to be on like CNN.
No. Best thing ever, Dennis. What do you mean? Learning jiu-jitsu.
I said after learning jiu-jitsu.
Anyone can learn jiu-jitsu. Not everyone's going to be like, okay, I want to fight her. Not everybody's
hang on. Well, anybody can learn jiu-jitsu, but not the man's a.
Well, that's what I was going to say before.
Artist.
Obviously, you're going a little Andy Kaufman.
I didn't know who that is.
What do you mean? You never seen that? Andy Kaufman is the original intergender champion of the world. He's basically an actor who was on like the show Taxi, who went out and started going into arenas, and he was putting plants, like he was having people that he knew was going to come out, and he would wrestle and beat girls up in the ring and then say, I'm the greatest man in the world, like I'm better than any woman, and he would basically challenge women. Yeah. So
it's a great deal.
Yeah.
So Stan, that's like you going to like a whorehouse, taking care of business, being like, hey, listen, I got a little event over yonder. You're gonna show up. I'm gonna pay you so much. We're gonna wrestle. We're gonna do what we did here, but with our clothes on. Don't be nasty. And then,
yeah, that probably was what he was doing. Yeah, but that's not what Craig Jones is doing. What do you mean? But Craig Jones is doing something similar. We've seen it. We've seen it once before. We've never seen it done as classy as Craig Jones is doing it.
now, me personally, I think my dad be like, "What the fuck you doing, eh? You're an asshole. Wait, you think you're
okay.
an idiot?"
Good question. What do the parents say about this?
What did my parents say? My dad never even said anything. He just laughed about it. My mom messaged me immediately. He was like, "Are you facing a girl?" I was like, she's like, "Why?" I was like, "For money."
For money. Listen, you know how tough it is living in New York City, Mom? You have no idea. You live in Australia. Right?
True. Rent's expensive.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I'm actually facing a kid the weekend after, but how are you and Dad doing? But we're glad to see you, Craig. We'll let you get out of here. We'll wrap up this episode. There is a fight card this weekend. One of your country mates is Whitaker from Australia? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's born in New Zealand, but basically moves to Australia immediately, as far as I know. But yeah, he's facing Gastelum, right?
Yeah. So I forget. Do you watch the fights?
But this is the rematch, right?
No.
Oh, the last fight got canceled because he had a...
No. They fought before.
No, it got canceled.
No, they were scheduled.
Oh. Okay. Look at the party.
It got canceled like the day before the fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who you guys got?
We have a rule here where if you've come on the show, we always go for you. So where Kelvin, I send Kelvin text messages. He hasn't been on the show yet. Robert Whitaker has been on the show, so I got Robert Whitaker.
I just think, well, that's our rule, but I think Robert Whitaker wins though. He's only lost to like one guy, right? To Alessandro, right?
At 185, yeah.
Yeah.
Yoel beat him. I thought Yoel beat him that one fight. One of those two fights. What about you, Craig?
I think Gastelum had a better chance when they were originally scheduled. Gastelum looked a lot better back then, but he hasn't looked as good. So I think right now Rob's gonna win pretty easily.
Do you know what I've heard through the grapevine, Craig? Is Kelvin has a problem with the marijuana.
Really?
Where me or you might smoke weed and be like, you might be like, I'm going to go be a world champion. I'll be like, I'm going to go do anything, something. I'll be productive. Something. Kelvin smokes weed and is just like, I just want to chill.
Oof.
That's what I've heard.
That explains weight problems.
Yeah, I've heard Kelvin does train hard, is obviously a world-class athlete, a killer, but Kelvin has a weed problem. It's a problem for Kelvin.
Now, the winner of this fights for the title, you think?
No. Do you think Kelvin's on a little bit of a skid? Whitaker wins.
He's stepping in kind of.
Oh, even that. That's where we should have opened the show, but we had Volkanovski jumped right on us how good Marvin Vettori looked.
Yes.
This past weekend. It's either Marvin Vettori or people don't want... It'll be Marvin Vettori because Adesanya already said he doesn't want to fight Robert Whitaker or Kelvin again.
Isn't your job as a champion like whoever steps in front of me, I will beat? Not like, whoa, like...
Yeah, but they both
I like this guy.
They both kind of need a highlight reel.
So you're saying if Whitaker sleeps Gaslam within 3,
then it could be him, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think if Kelvin knocks Whitaker out in the first round, I don't think he's getting a title shot.
Got you. Which isn't real.
Well, Kelvin's lost 3 of his last 4.
You said if Kelvin knocks out Whitaker in the first round, right?
Yeah.
Right, which I don't think would happen. But
It could, but it's not gonna.
Okay. Do you want to work down from the main event down? Just
Yeah, if Craig wants to go over the card with us, sure.
Are you into that?
Yeah, let's do it.
You can also tell us to fuck off. You gotta drink like tequila or something like that. Or actually, in Puerto Rico they drink rum.
Or Austin Hubbard versus Dakota Bush. I don't think we really care or know either one of them, do we?
Where'd you go?
Tapology to the bottom of the card. That's not the fight.
Oh no, I was going from the top down.
Oh, then we're not going to end with Austin Hubbard and Dakota Bush.
Oh, okay, Stan.
Jessica Penne versus Lupita Godinez.
Yeah, I got Jessica Penne all day, every day.
Who does Craig Jones
Yeah,
got?
I guess I only know Jessica Penne. I don't know the other girls, so I got to go Jessica Penne.
Yeah. Jessica, is she a black belt?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Craig, you'll appreciate my fight picks for women. I always go off of who I would rather have sex with. Fighting skill and all that goes right out the window.
Give me 1 second, Sam. I just need to grab one thing real quick.
So you always pick Gabby?
I'd always pick Gabby, yeah. I'm into, there's rumors, some people might say I'm into trannies. So, but I'm gonna go Jessica Penne. I like Jessica Penne. I've hung out with her before. She's a sweetheart, and she's attractive. You ever meet like a fighter chick? And you know fighter chicks, they're all like, not to be rude, they're hot because they're around they're the minority. They're in a room with a bunch of guys. Jessica Penne in person looks good.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Josiane Nunes versus Zara Farin.
I gotta look at
I don't know those girls.
I'm gonna go with the Brazilian girl. Anthony Burchak versus Tony Gravely.
Anthony.
I know Burchak, so I'll go for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Anthony too. He's pretty big for that weight class, I feel, right?
Yeah, this is 135.
I just know that he's got that what was the movie with the rats?
I thought he was I thought he was a 45-pounder, Burchak. But I guess he's a 35er.
Yo, do you know the movie with the rats where the guy was a killer and he had like a bunch of rats? I think the movie might have been called Rats. The same guy from Charlie's Angels?
No.
The bad guy?
I don't know.
Nothing?
I avoided that movie.
Why?
Because it's about rats. It doesn't sound like a good movie.
No, Charlie's Angels?
Oh, I've seen that one, yeah.
You know the bad guy with the slicked hair?
Yeah, but I've never seen rats.
That's what this guy, the